We're recording. Okay. So did you guys read what we were supposed to do?
Let me go back and do that real quick.
Because I have everything right here.
Are you sharing your screen?
Way too busy to read anything right now.
Yeah,
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I can. There, can you guys see it?
No.
No, I can see your face.
Max.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I have the document that we need to fill out. Just so we have all the notes, and I'll share this all with you guys. And we can kind of talk about the final project. But do all of you guys know each other?
No.
Ashley, do you know everyone? All right. You guys just want to say your names, who you are, kind of introduce yourself.
I'm Max Reyes.
That's fucking Mike.
Yeah, I'm Michael.
I'm Max.
I'm Ashley.
Okay.
What's up, Ashley?
I have all of you guys' email addresses. If you guys just want to give me your phone numbers so we all have those, if that's okay with you guys. Michael, do you want to start?
You have my phone number.
Michael, I need to put it in the document.
Okay. So that's gonna be a 585.
Oh, it's 585.
No, okay, it's 315.
Michael.
Michael!
Christ,
Sorry.
you're giving me a fucking headache.
315-748.
748.
Dot 0027.
0027. Okay. Max.
585 943
Wait, Max, do I have your number?
2649.
2649. Okay. And Ashley.
518
518
586
86
2107.
2107. Okay, perfect. So then this document will be shared with everyone so we can go in and put any more notes in it that we have about the final project. So things we have to go over are the assigned task, relational roles for each one of us. We have to schedule our hypothetical next 3 meetings. That would be an hour. Other than I do want to meet again to talk about the project once we've started it. And then we have to select a team name, the organization we want to use for our final project, and kind of the problem we want to solve. So we can kind of come back to the tasks and relationship roles because I didn't understand that necessarily for the project. So for the next 3 hypothetical meetings, one that we definitely should meet for, when are you guys free within next week to meet? Earlier next week, whether it's Monday.
Like meeting in person?
No.
Michael, what the fuck?
Michael.
Do Monday, I think. Works for me.
I would have to check my schedule on Saturday.
Michael, we're not doing Saturday.
No.
I would know for next week what
I see what you mean.
All right. If
Sorry,
we
Michael.
have a couple different times that we can meet for let's say 2 Monday meetings and then a Tuesday meeting, what times would work for the rest of us? And then we can look at Michael's schedule when he gets that. So Monday.
I mean, honestly, if you guys just come up with a time, I'll just tell work that I can't do it. I can't work that time.
All right.
Okay, we could do 1, like you said, or
yeah, let's
3.
try 1:30 to 2:30. We can meet. We can try a later one, like that doesn't work, like a 7 to 8 meeting. And then Tuesday, how about like a morning one? Like 11 to 12. Do those all work for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Michael, we'll just kind of go back with your schedule and then we can choose what one we're actually going to meet for and figure out when else we can meet next week to talk about the project.
Wait, 7 to 8, is that at night or in the morning?
Night.
At night.
I didn't know how dedicated we were.
Not that dedicated. I haven't been up before 9. I know, since I've been home.
I've been on for like 12.
So we need a team name.
Team name?
I'm good. I'm good with making up team names.
Do I 1, 2, 4. Never mind. Oakley, come here. Good boy.
Are we all like in
Get
common?
over there. You're so cute.
Is there something we all like in common, like dogs or cats or?
Fucking hate dogs.
I hate cats. No, I love cats actually.
You're cute though.
Stay on topic. You do know this is recorded, correct?
I know. I'm trying to come up with a team name. Maybe it could be something that we all like. We got 3. We have 3 M's and an A.
MMA.
Ma.
Let's call it the Quarantimes.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a clean one, Michael. You like that one. I know you do.
Clean.
What
Well,
about
we
the
have-
quarantine? What about the quarantine? The quarantine. That's fucking sick. Quarantine.
No, because I'm not enjoying this quarantine. So
Yeah, I'm not either, but we're a quarantine team.
I'm risking my life for you guys, so yeah, I am. I'm enjoying
What
it.
about corn above 18?
Ashley, do you got any ideas?
No.
Quarantine was pretty good.
All right.
All right, let's. Or we could do the Comm Squad.
That's just dumb. That's just dumb.
Can you guys still see my screen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Did I spell it right?
Quarantine.
Dana,
I
turn
feel
Justin
like
Bieber down.
I'm gonna be creative like that.
Yeah,
Hmm?
that's fucking sick.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like it. Does everyone like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Turned.
We can
Excellent.
go over what the project is about. So we have to do a 5 to 7 page
Paper.
proposal, like business proposal. And then we have to do a 5 to 10 visual presentation. So it has to be an online one now. So we're gonna have to submit it.
The questions for the forum are also based on our meeting.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I'll look at this right now.
So for the final project, we have to choose an organization that we've worked in, been a part of. One of us has been. And then we have to figure out a communication problem and try to solve it. So basically, like, it gives, for example, that if we were to propose that all employees needed to take a communications class, that's not specific enough for us to do. But if we wrote a step-by-step plan on a training session, that would work. So it also gives examples. We kind of have to look at, sorry, I lost my place. So we just have to focus on a specific problem, communication-wise. So whether a supervisor or multiple supervisors communicate wrong, or the way that they present information is wrong. Maybe like PR, like the press is getting our press releases wrong because of the way that they've been communicated. Like, we have to choose something along those lines where some sort of communication aspect that we've been studying, we can create a plan to resolve.
Ooh, okay.
And we're the organizational consultants who would do that.
I like it.
So does anyone have an organization, a team that you've been a part of that we could focus on?
Does this have to be a non-for-profit?
Mm-mm. Anything that you've
Oh.
worked for, been a part of, that you think there's been a problem with communication?
I mean, I've worked for the college itself,
Mhm.
and they kind of suck at communicating. Um,
Yo, it's recorded. Stop
that's
talking.
fine, dude. We're just picking out the nitty-gritty here.
What is the problem that the college has with communicating?
I mean, well, there was two different circumstances. The one when I worked with IT, and then the one when I worked with, I mean, just like res life in general.
Right.
Had difficulties like speaking with the higher ups because we didn't have a resident director
Mhm.
necessarily to focus our information towards the higher ups or like have connections like that until we got John Accardi and Bob,
Mhm.
and then information started getting shared with them. So, but that also affects not only res life, like that affects a lot of clubs on campus, that if you don't have anybody who speaks to the higher ups, like you
Mhm.
might not receive as much funding, you might get funding revoked. um Even things such as like the adventure club and stuff like that, Dan got money revoked this year for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, there's like a lot of stuff like that
Mhm.
that we could talk about. I mean, that's up to you guys, but um
Do you have an idea of what we could do as to resolve the situation? Like how we could come in and fix the problem?
I mean, Bob and I talked a lot about this because he was talking about having like an outside company, which technically we could hypothetically be this outside company.
Right.
And what he wanted to do was like design a portal.
Mhm.
And what would happen, I mean, for Res Life, this would be a case of like, okay, so we post our calendar on this portal. The higher ups get to see like what we're doing at what specific time and like how much effort our like actual RAs are doing on campus to like for community development. And so like there would just be this all-in-one portal that is linked to pretty much the higher ups to us, and then that way like the board members can see it. They can see like what their money's going towards, like what they need, what we don't need, what we can save money on. And then you can see like how much money we're spending on programs,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So that was
Right.
just for Res Life, but you could do that for everything on campus. Like you could do that for any program. Like say we're doing one for like our honor society.
Mhm.
We would need to put that in the calendar, how much budget we would need, and then say how much we spent, and then how much we could like save the next time. Attendance, how many people showed up, pictures, all that, and then so the college can kind of see like, oh yeah, this was a success, this wasn't. um and we could do like, if we wanted to go that route, we could do like a website layout kind of like,
Mhm.
I mean, you have experience in that where you could go either into Photoshop. I've done it in Word where you can just
Mhm.
make like a skeleton or like a rubric of like, okay, yeah, this is what we want to do, and then like this is how we're going to connect it to the people that we're kind of missing.
Mhm.
Um, and you could also tie it in with the newspaper as well.
Okay.
So like, I don't know. That's just my idea.
Okay. Someone else have any ideas? It's a good brainstorming. Michael, how about you?
I don't know if I can top that.
I know it was a good one.
Well, the only reason I like staying close to the college is because like we all have different experiences in different places,
Something that we can
but
all
like we might not all know about that certain place.
we can all relate to it because we've been to the school.
Facts.
Facts.
So, Max, I like the idea that there is a communication. I guess it would be a lack of a connection between the different programs. So there's a communication fault between like the RAs to the higher ups, or the student, most of the student body to the higher.
Yeah, legit. Yeah.
So that's um that's a really good one that we could focus on, like, because it's a halt in communication. I think we need to kind of narrow down the solution that we would do and focus it more towards the communication aspect. I think a website is a great idea to bring everything together at the end, but you have to get the the higher ups in the student body to talk first to, I guess, get on the same page with that.
Yeah.
Like what we would do is we could come in and basically do like, we could sit down with, could basically do like 2-hour sessions, 1-hour session with like the higher ups of the campus, and then an hour session with the student body, basically sitting down and holding like a Q&A in the beginning, being like, so what do you think is, why do you think there's a halt between the ideas that have been going on? Like, why doesn't the higher ups understand what you guys want? Why don't you think you guys are getting what you want? Why do the higher ups not think that what they're giving you is what should be given, type of thing? So we could do like training sessions, or like sessions where there's a Q&A in the beginning, and then we can go about and talk about how you can better communicate, whether it's do like an email construction workshop, or teach them how to just sit down and have like a professional meeting with somebody, that type of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like getting the community involved too, so that's a good idea.
So the problem to solve is lack of communication between the
Student body and higher ups.
We'll have to come up with a different word for higher ups. And then college is the organization. Okay. So I think we have a good start with that. If you guys just want to think about this, and like, again, I'll share this, you guys can put in your suggestions, your ideas for where you think we should go with this. Any other ideas you have for solving the problem that we have based off of the communication standpoint, like what we've been studying. And then also do your research. I'm definitely going to do that and kind of come up with some ideas. And then we also have to think about how we're going to do our presentation. So it's a 5 to 10 minute oral presentation using visual aids to present our final report findings using an engaging digital presentation. There are no rules.
Okay, that's not hard. That's like 5 minutes, right?
5 to 10. So we'll
Okay, that's not bad.
Is it like
10 because it's on.
like, do we have to like do it like right here like this, and then have someone share their screen?
No.
We don't have to do it like this.
What we could do is like, so we meet at a time each week, and then come to the meetings with shit that we've done.
Yeah.
So like, and then we could present them to the group and be like, okay, this is what it looks like. We can like put these all together at a certain time. We just need to figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
So we do have a limited amount of time. It's due not this Sunday, next Sunday.
Okay, that's not bad. So we can meet one more time.
So I think if we meet Monday and then I'm being hopeful Tuesday and then Friday, or Monday, Friday, Sunday, something along those lines before everything is due Sunday.
Yeah. Just let me know. Just let me know what times we are meeting, and then I'll take it off of work.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you know, Michael.
Yeah, let me know, girl.
And also do your research on types of visual presentations, oral presentations that people have done online, because I think we can get really creative and crafty with this, especially because Max and I took a digital video production class. We could do something really fun with that, but keeping it to a professional presentation as well.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
I think we have a good start. I'm going to share these notes with you guys next so everyone has them. And then
So what do we want to? What's our goal for Monday?
Our
do we
goal
wanna
for
look for?
Monday is to finalize how we're going to solve the problem. So if you guys can come with ideas
I
of
can.
how to solve it.
So I can interview Bob and Tim and John Accardi if that's necessary, and take notes from their meetings, and then see like what ideas overlap and what are unique ideas.
I think that's a good
Um,
idea. So if you can bring that on Monday,
okay.
I think that's a great idea. So until then, kind of start playing around with different solutions. We'll keep in contact through email, so we can finalize a solution that we're gonna do before Monday, and then Monday we can sit down and start crafting it all together. Like do this, a shared screen where I can just word dump everything that we've talked about, start putting it all together, and then by Thursday we should have that all done, and we should start on the actual presentation. So we have that done by Sunday.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, sounds good. Thank you guys.
Yup. I will
Thank
see you guys
you.
later. Text me if you need anything.
All right,
Yep.
sounds good. Bye.
Wait,
See
how
you.
do you end this?